Guys, welcome back to my channel. I've been gone for a minute, but I think I'm back. So if you didn't watch my last video, I went to Hawaii last week with my little family, my husband, myself, and my 1.5-year-old. She's just woke up from a nap and she's very cranky. She's been crying up a storm, so I'm trying to keep her calm for this video. The point of this video is to show you what I took on the airplane to entertain her. The flights were pretty long. We live in Texas, so from Texas to LA, it was 3 hours. And then from LA to Hawaii, it was almost 6 hours. We did not buy her a seat because she still qualifies to be a lap child. So we're trying to hold off on that as much as we can, although having their own seat is the most comfortable way to travel. However, we just suffered on this one. So this is the little her little carry-on that we took with all her little toys and entertainment. Starting with this little chew toy. She's had this and she was like a couple months old. She used to love chewing on this when she was teething. So this is always a good thing. Kids always love to put things in their mouth. So this was something to take on, something for them to chew on. This was a brand new toy that I bought just for this trip. I didn't give it to her until we got on the plane and she absolutely loved it. It's the most simplest thing. It's called a dimple and I think it's by Fat Brain Toys on Amazon, and it's just different colors and all they do is just push this back and forth, and this entertained her for about 30 minutes on the plane, so I highly recommend this toy. The next thing I have is something for her to color, to write on. Honestly, I'm not a big fan of these, at least not for her age group. Well, never mind, she wants it now. The reason why I don't really like this is because this is like an invisible colored marker. So you have to like write over it and then it magically appears, and it's not very stimulating in my opinion, at least for her age group. But I think just the feeling of like writing on something attracts her to it. So the next thing is this one. This one is one of her favorites. I bought this. What? What's wrong? Here. Okay, it's open. I bought this for her when she was a couple months younger, for another flight we went on, or a road trip, I'm not sure. But she always likes to buckle things up, and yeah, this is one of her favorite things, so it entertains her for a while. Even though it takes her like 2 minutes to put all the buckles together, she just likes to keep doing it and doing it over again. So this one I highly recommend as well. You can find probably all of these things on Amazon, just so you know. Okay, this next one is just a little Ziploc bag with a little coloring book. I don't remember where I got this. Honestly, this might have been in like one of the little Chick-fil-A kids meals. You know how they always give like little toys, and I think this is like a little book. I might be totally wrong, but I also just put little crayons in here, so if she wanted to color, you know, I could just pull this out. So my daughter loves to take my husband's wallet and just take out his cards and put them back in. So obviously, why not do that as a way to entertain them? So I just took one of his old wallets and put old gift cards in there, cards that I didn't need anymore. And I would just give this to her and she would just take them out and put them back in. So this is like a genius idea. I also put a pen in here. Again, she loves to write on things. So okay, this is a brilliant idea, and this is from the research I had done. They are these reusable stickers. I got them on Amazon for like $3 or $4. So if you're sitting by the window on the airplane, look at her, she like wants it now. If you're sitting by the window on the airplane, you could just take these off of here and stick them on the window, or if you don't have a window, you can stick them on the seat in front of you. And she loved this. She had a blast doing this over and over again, and it's very time consuming. This could probably be like a good hour or so. just taking them all off of here, putting them on the window, taking them all back down, and putting them on these this scenery. There's also a different scenery on the back. So yeah, this was a really great buy for an airplane ride. Another thing I put in her little carry-on is Play-Doh. Now I did pull this out once. She loves to play with Play-Doh here at home. But on the airplane, I don't think it was very practical because dropping these little toys everywhere, you know, these little figurine things to make shapes out of them, out of the Play-Doh, it just, yeah, I don't think this one worked out very well. But maybe if your child is older and they're able to just keep things in one place and not move around so much, I think Play-Doh is a great thing to take on an airplane. And last but not least, of course, you cannot go wrong with technology. Honestly, this iPad saved us so much on this trip. Not just on the flight, just when we were in Hawaii, you know, driving around on the road to Hana. If you've ever been to Hawaii, it's a pretty long trip, so this really saved us so she can just chill and stay quiet on the road trip. I also got her these little headphones to go with it. I got the case and the headphones from Amazon as well. And she was just really intrigued by like putting this on her head, and she could hear like, whoa, there's something on my head, and I hear sound. And yeah, I don't know, she really liked it. I just downloaded all her movies, all her favorite movies on here, and I would pull this out anytime she would start, you know, throwing a tantrum or whatever. Even when we were waiting in the long security lines, it just saved us so many times. And yeah, I felt like she was getting too much screen time a few times, but honestly, it's not something that happens every day. We were on vacation, so don't feel too guilty about your kid getting too much screen time. So yeah, I basically just stuffed everything in this tiny little bag. I wish it was a tiny bit bigger because it was a little tight in here, but it all worked out. It was less bulkier. I like that this little bag is less bulky, so it kind of fits perfectly like in the airplane under your feet, under the other seat. So yeah, please give me a thumbs up if you did like this video, if you found it helpful, and go ahead and subscribe if you haven't, if you'd like to, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!